seeing this form.
So a new character has broken Mortal Kombat 1, which does tend to happen with these newer fighting games. A DLC character is made too strong, usually by accident, but still they break the game. And it happened to Mortal Kombat 1, and you will never guess which character it was. Madame Bo, that's right, the senior citizen. This woman is one day away from dying, and she's taken the game down with her. Madame Bo is breaking Mortal Kombat 1. Now I don't mean literally, the game still does function, but in fighting games, when you say broken, you mean overpowered, meaning the game balance itself is broken thanks to Madame Bo. If you're not playing this cameo character, then you're sabotaging your main character because she's the best cameo in the game right now. I would argue she's more broken than Chameleon because she always has access to her abilities. You don't have to wait for the cycle. But if you don't believe me, seeing is believing. Let's check out Aziz on Twitter. If you're not following this man, then do so right now. He's always finding the most absurd tech in Mortal Kombat games, and sometimes other games too, but primarily he sticks to NetherRealm games, so Mortal Kombat 1 is his passion right now. Alright, play. Check this out. Madame Bo's bottle toss just keeps the combo going because NetherRealm gave it too much hit stun. This means nearly every character in the game can loop it twice in the same combo and get around 60% damage with Melina. Now to be fair, Melina's crazy. Let's see what Katana gets though. Melina's a crazy character. What kind of damage is Katana gonna get? We've still passed 45 and the combo hasn't been launched yet. Here we go, past 50. 50% damage with Katana, and I don't think these combos cost any meter. Watch again, that's 60% damage from Melina, and then here's Katana. Does she ever spend any meter? I don't think she does. Maybe this bottle toss needs to be one cameo circle instead of half. No meter spent, over 50% with Katana and 60% with Melina. Like I said, Madame Bo has broken Mortal Kombat 1. Characters should not be getting this much damage without spending any meter. So earlier, when I said the game was broken, that's what I'm talking about. Madame Bo enables your character to get 50% damage combos without having to spend any meter, which is just too much in my opinion. I mean, unless your character is terrible in every other way, right? Like they have no mix-ups, they can be zoned out really easily, but once they get in, they have high damage combos. In that regard, it would be fair. But in Mortal Kombat 1, most characters are solid. They have counter zoning, they have their own projectiles, they can get in, they have some mix-ups here and there. So when you combine that with Madame Bo, you get a broken character. She is quite literally ruining the balance of Mortal Kombat 1 right now, which is a shame because I would say right now the game is pretty balanced if not for Madame Bo. The new update did a lot of good. Many cameo characters feel better now, the game feels a bit more balanced if not for Madame Bo. Oh look, there's one more clip by Shaq right here. Play. This one is with Raiden. Let's see what happens. That's a bit loud, gotta turn it down. Once again, we see the bottle toss being looped, and now Raiden once again is getting 50% damage for like 1 bar of meter, 56% damage. We've now almost approached 60% damage, and all of that was for 1 bar of meter and a cameo circle. So even if Madame Bo just tosses 1 bottle, we're still getting around 50% for some of these characters. It's just ridiculous that this character needs to be nerfed, okay? Normally, I don't advocate for nerfing characters, especially when they just came out, but for Madame Bo, it's so clear that she's ruining the balance of the game. She's just way too powerful. And don't forget, she's a surprise character. That's right, nobody knew that Madame Bo was being included with the Chaos Reigns bundle. She just showed up out of nowhere, which at the time was amazing. Everyone loved Madame Bo in story mode and wanted to play as her, so now she's a cameo character. That should be great, except she's ruining the balance of the game. She's way too strong. She quite literally has broken Mortal Kombat 1. Because like mentioned earlier, if you don't pick Madame Bo, then you just don't want to win badly enough, because your main character is weaker if you don't have Madame Bo on your team. Well, unless you're playing specific characters like Sindel, because I think Tremor is still her best cameo partner, and for Sub-Zero, Chameleon is great, but also Janet Cage is fantastic with Sub-Zero because his new frozen palm move allows him to summon Janet mid-combo and get like 45% for 1 bar of meter. It's really crazy. So it looks like NetherRealm wasn't lying when they said Sub-Zero is top 5 in the game now. I just don't think they knew Janet Cage was the reason why. But regardless, my point is, even Sub-Zero is feeling a little bit overpowered in Mortal Kombat 1 right now, which I think might be fair since he spent most of the game being low tier or at least middle tier, and now finally he's godlike, and I think he deserves that. Let me know in the comments if you disagree though. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. The main reason I'm making this video today is because Mortal Kombat 1 does need at least one more patch in the future to nerf Madame Bo and make her a bit more balanced. Either lower the hit stun on her bottle toss so it doesn't combo as easily, or make it a full cameo circle instead of half a circle, that way you can't do it twice in the same combo. Something needs to change. NetherRealm could find some other way to nerf this character while keeping her good and balanced, but in my opinion, those are the two best ways to fix her. Either reduce the hit stun on the bottle toss, or have it cost more cameo meters so she can't loop it twice in the same combo or use it as often. And on that same note, before anybody types this in the comments section, no, you should not always buff and never nerf. I don't know who started that statement and caused that belief to spread like wildfire, but it's simply not true. Sometimes you do need to nerf a character if they're too good. Don't get me wrong though, I do believe that nerfs should be a last resort, and typically you should buff instead of nerfing, but sometimes you do need to nerf. It's not always buffing that saves the day in a fighting game. Do you want to know the craziest part about today's video though? I've only covered one move from Madame Bo. This single move from her arsenal was enough to break the game. Keep in mind, Madame Bo has a pretty big move list. She can give your main character new attacks. She even gives you a new combo extender. She has the double front handspring that combos into a jump in. That's also really strong. So Madame Bo has a lot of crazy stuff going for her. She can even slide behind your opponent into their DMs and then hit them from the back, pause, and your character attacks from the front, so you're plowing the enemy from both sides, pause. Anyway, yeah, she can do that. Madame Bo is a crazy strong character, but this one move in particular is what breaks the character, because I personally don't think anything else she does is too strong, but that bottle toss in particular is just way too easy to combo after. It can be done twice in the same combo, and it doesn't scale, which is why the combos do such crazy high damage. But alright everyone, as you all know, I love making these videos interactive, and I want to know your thoughts in the comments down below, so grab that keyboard and make your voices heard. How do you feel about Madame Bo in Mortal Kombat 1? Is she breaking the game, and should she be nerfed at least a little bit? Me personally, you know my feelings. I think she's way too good in this game at the moment, which means that other cameo characters are gonna get used less, especially at the competitive level. Can you imagine the next tournament if Madame Bo doesn't get fixed? Nearly every pro player is gonna be using Madame Bo on their team, and it's just not gonna be fun to watch, which once again is one of my main concerns. I don't care if a character is good, but when they're so good that everyone starts picking them, that's when I want to take a stand and say, this is too much, you gotta nerf the character. Now with that also said, the irony is not lost on me that an old lady, a senior citizen, is one of the best characters in Mortal Kombat 1. The fact an old lady who nobody knew was coming to the game has broken it is very funny, and that humor is not lost on me. But alright everyone, that's about it for today's video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and also leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Every like helps my channel out a ton. And if you're new to this channel, keep that combo going by subscribing and ringing that bell so you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.